If you're more tired than usual, if you're gaining weight or often feeling chilled, you could be suffering from a thyroid problem. Doctors say 10 million Americans have a hypothyroid disorder. So today we asked Dr. Jenny about the natural ways to increase our thyroid production. Welcome, Dr. Jenny. I've heard so many people talk about this. First of all, what does the thyroid do?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, well, the thyroid gland is like a butterfly little gland that's right here behind your throat. So it looks like a little butterfly, but the thyroid controls your metabolism. A really inexpensive way to test your thyroid would be by testing your temperature. So when someone can't afford, because they don't have health insurance, I tell them take your temperature in the morning, take it right before you go to bed. If your temperature doesn't run 98.6, 98.7, and it's below that, then you're hypothyroid. So that's a quick, like, easy, like, tell, you know, because your metabolism.
Wow.
Yep. So super easy.
Okay.
So that's what it is in your neck.
Yep. Tiny little butterfly thyroid right there. It's a hormone. So the hormone that regulates metabolism. So when you're hot, when you're cold. Yep, so some women get really hot. You'll see them in restaurants, at least I do, and my husband makes fun of me all the time. I see a woman take off her shirt or her jacket, and then she puts it back on. And then 2 minutes later, she takes it off and then puts it back on again. And I can't help myself. I have to go and I was like, has someone checked your thyroid, honey? Because I keep seeing
How do you
hot,
check
cold,
it?
hot, cold,
Do you
hot,
do
cold.
it in restaurants? Yeah. Here, let me check your thyroid.
In what restaurant can I want to go there?
But
Right?
it could be menopause, right?
Oh, menopause, toxic environment, lack of sleep, messing with your adrenals, so your adrenals again, so, you know, too much coffee, too much wine, not sleeping is a big one, and that definitely...
You said too much wine.
Yep, too much wine, right? Supporter of bad habits, right?
Well,
I tell
could
you
you check
exactly
mine
how to...
right now? Where do you
Well,
check?
how do you check it?
You can do it through blood. So most
not that
companies
easy in a
like
restaurant.
Lab, Quest, you can do it through urine. You can look at that.
Okay,
but
so
again, the inexpensive way would be to check
You
your
just
temperature.
mentioned, you know, the change in temperature, but what other symptoms are there? You know, how does it impact
See if you
the
see
person?
yourself on this one.
Well, a lot of women and men will experience excessive weight gain. They'll have symptoms like constipation, muscle cramps, like right in their legs and their thighs, dry hair and dry skin. And then also irregular menstrual flow, that's huge. When I have females coming into the pharmacy, they have heavy, heavy cramping and too much bleeding, fatigue, just an overwhelming sense of tiredness, droopy eyelids, and a puffy face. Usually you can see the puffiness in people's eyes, and that's another, tell for me. And I see a whole bunch of puffiness in their face. I know that their thyroid is going to be a little underactive, meaning a slow metabolism. So when your metabolism is slow, you gain weight, and who wants to gain weight?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. What can you do for it?
Well, commercially available, you have thyroid medications. You have Armour thyroid. So I get people off of Armour thyroid because it's a pig hormone. Okay, we're not pigs, so why would you take pig thyroid? Or you have medications like Synthroid and Cytomel, which is just the T4 by itself. You have two thyroid hormones, levothyroxine and liothyronine. So the Cytomel and the Synthroid is just the T4 by itself, but you need to have two of them, the T3 and the T4, to actually regulate your metabolism.
So there are natural options that don't involve pigs.
And it's compounded, right? So it's physiologic,
Don't
bioidentical
go there.
hormones, right? I know, big pharma is so full of just, genetically modified or synthetic versions of natural hormones. It's like you're testing for real thyroid, but then you're giving your body pig thyroid.
So would we ask for something specific when we came to Age Vital then, if we were looking for the correct, natural choice?
Yes, exactly. When you come in, some people are like, what do you have for my fatigue? I'm so tired. Or I checked my temperature, and you're right, it's 97.2 or it's 96.5. A lot of people have really low temperature, or they're cold all the time. Their hands are really, really icy cold.
Yes, Bobette.
Yep.
And my temperature is always 96.
So what we do at Age Vital is we become the patient's healthcare advocate. So we work with their practitioners to, assess and then recommend the therapy. And then 99% of the time, the doctors are very, open-minded to it. You're very receptive to it. They're like, oh yeah, no, well yeah, pig thyroid, you're right. It's one molecular structure difference, but that's a big, difference when you're talking biochemistry of the body. So they want their patients to lose weight. They want their patients' hair to grow in nice and thick. People don't want to just constantly be suffering with hot flashes and cold flushes.
So here's my thing. I tend to diagnose myself in a lot of things. So let's say I'm not quite right. Can I still take this without causing any issues?
Well, no, you absolutely 100% want to test one way or another. Another simple test, believe it or not, is iodine. Pouring a little bit of iodine liquid on your skin, if it absorbs, you need thyroid. If it actually stains your skin, your thyroid's perfect.
Oh, let's go get some iodine.
I know. Interesting. You were
like a
not
$1.
natural trick.
You'll see us. We'll be
see
we'll
your
be
doctor.
purple.
We'll be in the
Yeah.
pharmacy.
Yeah. Go to the doctor.
Go to the
Thank you,
doctor.
Dr.
Come
Jenny.
see
You
Dr.
can get
Jenny.
more answers to your questions at agevital.com or just go see her. She's on Main Street at Age Vital Pharmacy, and she can answer all these questions and make sure you have it before you take the medication. Thank you,
gonna
Dr.
get some
Jenny.
iodine.
agevital.com. Next, we're going to have a wine tasting.